And with that, let the game begin.
Thank you very much for that, Maurice and crew. All right, well, E4, I'm afraid the naysayers have won. Knight F3 is on the board. We have officially started game number 7 of the FIDE World Championship. Danya, Peter, over to you. What do you make of this?
Thank you, John. Peter, as Philidor very famously said, knights are the soul of chess.
Yeah, it's the most flexible move, Knight F3. And look at this, Ding is taken by surprise. He's posing. What will be his first move? What is he thinking about? Well, first of all, we have seen that after d4 he played Knight F6 in that game. And this gives us the feeling that probably he does not mind d5 structures. So Knight F3, d5 could be a logical move.
Knight F3, very flexible. And it's called the ready opening, but it's sort of a gateway into a million different variations. You can play 2d4, but what sense would there be in starting with Knight F3? And g3.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes, that's a real rating. Yeah. Now the big question is, I believe that Ding Liren was kind of the player who used to play with Knight F6, E6, C5. That's how I'm remembering him. But also there is the very professional G6 move here. Second move G6 is one of the main questions. It was the move that Vishy Anand played against Magnus Carlsen in Chennai 2013. Back then it was a real surprise G6, ever since its main theory.
Even Knight D7, I remember, was all the rage for a brief period. I think Gelfand was playing it. The Black Knight swung to B6 very quickly to prevent White from pushing C4. And a big question, Peter, is going to be where is White's D-pawn going to end up? Will you play this in true King's Indian attack fashion and put the pawn on D3? Will White start with C4? Will White start with D?
King E6, yeah.
This should be 3. Okay. Knight F7 is one move. Is it the move?
Maybe it's a professional one, yes. Knight F7. And then take on F6.
Don't
Bravo.
take on B5. Don't do that to yourself, Ding. And he
Knight
plays
F7 on the board, yeah. Wow.
That's it. He's going to lose the pawn back, and then it's going to be official.
Yeah, and this is the moment when also Gukesh knows that, okay, that's it. The game is kind of finished, yeah, because before he was still hoping that maybe, there was the maybe. But now there is no hope.
Yeah, he was riding the wave of adrenaline. You know, you're in the time scramble. Now the realization sets in, as you said, he might take the knight, but you can't even keep the extra pawn. Like, there's just no way. You're losing the pawn on the next move by force.
Yeah, just he should not lose on time out of desperation that I cannot win. That's the only danger.
10 seconds. Well, he glances at the clock. He knows. 5 seconds. And he
Make
moves.
a move.
Thank God.
Yes.
Okay, but I don't know why he would leave the knight on the board. He's still trying.
King
A6?
D2.
No.
Well, or King E7, Knight D6. Yeah, looks like a very natural way of. King E7, Knight D6, and
Black's not
Rook
worse.
B6. Okay, Rook B6. Yeah, setting up A6 and Knight D6.
Gukesh needs to just go Rook D6. Get rid of that pawn, because if you go down this pawn, at that point, when you're upset and tired, just make sure nothing insane happens. Okay, good enough.
Bishop C4, Rook D6. Yeah, that's it.
Unbelievable. Knight D6 takes B5.
With big happiness.
And the knight is the game-saving piece. How symbolic. The rook does not outlast Black's knight. And both kings live to tell the tale. It is officially a draw.
Wow. Insane action. We have witnessed a fantastic game. The applause is absolutely correct.
It is warranted and on both sides. A great game like this takes two